Do you struggle to stay focused in a world full of distractions? In this video, we will discover the ancient wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai, and learn how his principles of focus and concentration can transform your life. Lesson 1. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are a significant obstacle to success, and it is crucial to focus on one thing at a time to achieve success in various aspects of life. Miyamoto Musashi, the famous warrior who wrote the Book of Five Rings, understood the importance of keeping your mind clear and focused. To overcome distractions, one must first assess their surroundings, such as their desk, technology, and daily activities. Identifying the distractions is essential, as even a small delay can have significant consequences. To make the distractions less noticeable, one can move things around, close unnecessary tabs, or use apps that stop annoying websites. Setting specific times to check emails and social media can also help create a conducive environment for focus. Mental control is another crucial aspect of removing distractions. Musashi's sharp mind helped him stay calm and collected even during chaos. Mental discipline involves teaching the mind to say no to unimportant thoughts, which can be achieved through awareness and practice. Setting limits with others is another important aspect of removing distractions. For instance, setting clear boundaries with coworkers, friends, or family members can help maintain focus without interruptions. This can be achieved by setting times during the day when no one is allowed to disturb you. Digital interruptions, particularly from smartphones, can also hinder focus. To prevent this, one can turn off unnecessary messages, put their phone out of reach, or use Do Not Disturb mode during important work times. Musashi's concept of fudoshin, or an unmovable mind, refers to a mental state of calmness and imperturbability that is not affected by outside events. This means working on mental toughness and staying focused even when faced with external distractions like noise or internal thoughts. Developing fudoshin involves working on mental toughness and staying focused, regardless of external or internal factors. This involves staying focused even when there are outside or inside distractions. Remember that getting rid of distractions is an ongoing process, and it is essential to regularly look at your surroundings and habits. Blocking out distractions will make it easier to work faster and reach goals more easily. By focusing on one thing at a time, one can achieve success in all areas of life. Lesson 2. Set clear goals. Miyamoto Musashi, a renowned martial artist, was a master of setting clear goals and living by a strict code of control and focus. His life demonstrated the importance of having a clear goal that never wavered from, which led to his success in various aspects of life. Musashi's life was a testament to the power of setting goals, as he focused on becoming the best fighter. He trained with the goal of becoming so good that no one else could beat him, which helped him stay focused, stay away from distractions, and push himself to reach new heights. Setting clear goals for personal life begins with thinking about what you truly want to achieve. Turn big wants into specific goals that you can work towards, such as losing 15 pounds in 3 months by eating well and working out 5 times a week. It is crucial to ensure that your actions align with your goals once you have them. Taking self-control and sometimes giving up things you want. Being able to change is another important aspect of setting goals. Musashi was quick to change his strategies if one wasn't working properly, and being flexible is just as important. Staying focused on your goals and being willing to change how you do things as you learn more and face new obstacles is essential. Creating plans for both short and long-term goals is also essential. Short-term goals help you get to your long-term goals and celebrate small wins along the way. Writing down your goals helps you stick to them and keeps you motivated. Reviewing your goals often and not being afraid to change them as you learn more and your situation changes is another important way to set goals. Making people responsible for your goals is another important way to set goals. Trust someone with your goals or look for a coach who can help you stay on track. Musashi's life showed us that having a clear destination in mind isn't enough to set clear goals. You also need to make a clear road that goes to that destination. Focus and attention can help you succeed if you set clear, attainable goals. Make sure your actions are in line with those goals, are flexible, and take responsibility for your actions. Lesson 3. Prioritize tasks. Setting priorities is a crucial skill for anyone seeking to become an expert in their field, and it can be learned from the lessons of Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi understood that things and deeds don't have the same weight, and to reach one's full potential, one needs to distinguish between important and urgent tasks. Being able to set priorities well allows one to focus and direct their energy where it matters most, leading to more success and efficiency. Musashi's life as a fighter demonstrated the importance of setting priorities. He planned his moves ahead of time, focused on the most important risks and chances, and stayed ahead of his opponents. This can be applied in daily life by focusing on the things that will help us reach our goals the most. To set priorities well, one must first understand the difference between important and urgent jobs. Urgent jobs need to be dealt with immediately, but they don't always help reach long-term goals. On the other hand, tasks that directly help you reach your goals and grow as a person are important. To make this easier, one should create a list of all the tasks needed and assign each task a score based on its importance and urgency. The idea of winning without fighting can be used to determine what to do first. It's not always best to do everything that comes your way to reach your goals, but sometimes it's better to focus on the tasks that will help you reach them. This could mean turning down jobs that don't help you reach your goals or putting off less important things. Knowing when you are most productive is another important part of setting priorities. Every person has times of the day when they are more alert and able to concentrate. Musashi's ability to change his mind on the battlefield showed us that our goals can shift when we get new information or face new situations. In today's world, it's essential to know when to give important jobs to others that don't need your unique skills, giving you more time and energy to work on the things that only you can do. Additional methods and tools can help you focus even more on what's important. The Eisenhower matrix, which divides jobs into 4 quadrants based on their importance and urgency, can be helpful in organizing tasks and choosing where to spend time and energy wisely. Setting priorities involves considering not just how to handle chores, but also how to handle energy and health. A rested and focused mind can handle important jobs better than one that is tired and confused. So, setting priorities is an essential skill that can help individuals focus and get more done. By understanding when they are most productive, distinguishing between important and urgent tasks, and using smart tools and techniques, one can achieve true control and success in their field. Lesson 4. Time management. Time management isn't just cramming as many tasks as possible into each minute. It's also about choosing how to spend your time so that you can be as productive as possible and reach your goals. Miyamoto Musashi knew very well how important it was to handle his time because he lived in a time when every second could mean the difference between life and death. For Musashi, time was not something to waste, but something valuable that needed to be managed. He stressed how important it is to be smart with time, both when planning and when doing things, in order to be successful at anything. To start managing your time well, you need to have a good idea of how you currently spend your time. This means taking an honest look at what you do every day. Keep track of how long you spend on each job, and look for trends of putting things off or not getting them done. Just like Musashi carefully studied his opponents before a fight, you need to look at your own habits to see where you're wasting time. After getting a good idea of how you spend your time, the next step is to make a planned routine. This means setting aside specific amounts of time for each activity so that each one gets the care it needs. Musashi was famous for how organized he was about training. He set aside specific times to do things like meditate and practice swordsmanship. In the same way, you should give your most important jobs their own time and make sure you can focus on them without being interrupted. The Pomodoro technique is a good way to keep track of time because it involves working in focused bursts, usually 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. This way takes advantage of the natural rhythms of the brain to help you stay focused and avoid getting burned out. Musashi's methodical but intense way of training is similar to the Pomodoro technique, which balances short periods of intense attention with rest periods to keep performance high over time. Setting priorities is another important part of managing your time. Some jobs are much more important than others, and not all of them are similar. Musashi knew this very well. He knew that focusing on the right enemy or plan could make the difference between winning and losing on the battlefield. In your own life, choosing jobs means figuring out which ones will help you reach your goals the most and spending the most time on them. To do this, you could use the Eisenhower matrix or another tool to sort jobs by how important and how quickly they need to be done. This will help you focus on what really matters. Learning to say no is an important part of managing your time well. Musashi was a master of simplicity in both his way of fighting and the way he thought about life in general. He knew that taking on too many tasks would make it harder for him to focus and work well. Today's world is full of chances and distractions, so it's important to learn how to say no. Because you choose how you spend your time, you can make sure that you focus on the things and goals that are most important to you. Time management is all about being consistent and following through. Musashi's success wasn't the result of short bursts of hard work here and there, but of consistent, focused practice over many years. Similarly, if you want to be good at managing your time, you have to commit to always following the rules of planning, prioritizing, and focusing. Effective time management isn't something you should just do one day. You should make it a habit, something you do every day. Managing your time is therefore an important part of using the power of attention and concentration. You can make the most of every moment by tracking how you spend your time, making an organized routine, setting priorities, learning to say no, and sticking to these rules. The lessons that Musashi taught us tell us that controlling time is important for controlling life. You can make sure that your time is spent on your most important goals by following these rules. This will help you be more successful and happy in every part of your life. Lesson 5. Mindfulness and Presence. Mindfulness is a crucial skill that allows us to fully connect with the world around us. It involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment, allowing us to respond to things clearly and calmly. Miyamoto Musashi, a renowned martial artist, understood the importance of being fully present in battle and life. To become more aware, one can practice mindfulness by paying attention to their breath for a few minutes daily, bringing attention back to it when the mind wanders. This exercise trains the mind to return to the present moment, allowing better focus and concentration. Another way to improve awareness is through mindful viewing, where one pays close attention to their surroundings, such as a flower or a teacup, to understand their colors, textures, and shades. This practice helps the mind stay in the present moment and focus on details, similar to Musashi's careful observation of his enemies and surroundings during battle. Mindfulness can be applied in everyday situations, such as eating, walking, or washing dishes. By giving full attention to these aspects, we train our minds to stay interested and on task. Being aware of the present moment is essential for both physical actions and mental ones, such as decision-making, problem-solving, and creativity. Being mindful also helps clear out our minds, as we often think about the past or worry about future events. Learning awareness helps us stop this inner chatter, enabling us to think more clearly. Musashi's success relied on his ability to keep his mind clear even during tough times. Adding mindfulness to daily life requires time and regular practice. It's not about perfecting focus. It's about improving our ability to stay in the present moment over time. Over time, focus improves, our minds become clearer, and we can face difficulties with a cool and collected attitude. Being aware and present are essential for emotional intelligence, as being fully present makes us more aware of ourselves and others' feelings. This leads to better communication and teamwork, which are skills valued by Musashi. So, being aware and present are essential for focusing and concentrating in today's world. Meditation and mindfulness can help individuals become more aware and clear, leading to better concentration and overall enjoyment in life. Lesson 6. Single tasking. Miyamoto Musashi's lessons emphasize the importance of single tasking, which is a method that allows individuals to focus on one task at a time and give it their full attention. This approach differs from juggling, which involves dividing attention between several tasks at once, which can lead to less productivity and poor performance. The brain is not designed to do many things well at the same time, and it quickly jumps from one job to another, causing brain stress and poor performance. To start single tasking, put your jobs in order of importance and promise to work on it non-stop until it's done, or until you reach a point where you know you cannot go any further. This process is similar to Musashi's strategy, where he focused on one opponent at a time because the only way to win was to be very focused and accurate the whole time. Dealing with distractions is another important aspect of single tasking. In Musashi's time, being distracted could be just as dangerous as an enemy's blade. Today, digital alerts, social media, and constant connectivity make it hard to concentrate. To effectively do one thing at a time, set up a setting that helps you concentrate, such as turning off alerts, setting your phone to Do Not Disturb, or getting rid of distracting items in your office. Mental control is also needed to do one thing at a time. Musashi's theory was based on the idea of motion, meaning no mind, which is a state of pure focus in which the mind is not thinking about anything else and is completely focused on the job at hand. To get to this level of mental control, train and be deliberate. Techniques like mindfulness meditation can help your brain stay in the present moment, reducing the likelihood of getting sidetracked or overwhelmed by other ideas. Focusing on one thing at a time makes you more interested in what you're doing, giving yourself more time to learn about it, which often leads to better results and new ideas. Focusing deeply can put you in a state called flow, where you are so into the work that time seems to fly by, and you get a lot done. It's important to remember that focusing on one thing at a time doesn't mean ignoring other things that need to be done. Instead, it's about planning your work so that you can give each job your full attention at the right time. By following Musashi's advice to focus and dedicate yourself to one area, you can become a master in your chosen area and achieve success in various areas. Lesson 7. Take care of your health. Miyamoto Musashi, a Japanese martial artist, believed that mental clarity and physical health are interconnected. He believed that a warrior's sword needs to be in perfect shape, and the body should be taken care of to keep the mind strong and focused. To achieve focus and attention, one must prioritize their health. Regular physical activity, such as strength training, running, or yoga, increases blood flow to the brain, making it work better and keeping the mind mentally sharp. Musashi's strict physical training, which included long hours of sword practice and preparation, demonstrates how being physically fit and mentally sharp go hand in hand. Nutrition is another crucial aspect of health that directly affects focus and attention. A healthy, well-balanced diet, rich in whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains provides the brain with the nutrients it needs to function at its best. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish and some nuts, are beneficial for brain health, improving memory and brain function. Musashi likely ate a simple but nutritious diet to stay strong during his hard training and fights. Sleep is essential for staying focused, but people often forget about it in their rush to get things done. Not getting enough sleep can make you less smart, make it harder to concentrate, and affect your thinking. Musashi was disciplined, so he likely followed a regular schedule that included enough rest. Stress is a major obstacle to focus, as it triggers the fight-or-flight reaction in the body, making it difficult to focus on anything other than immediate risks. To deal with worry better, Musashi learned relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or hobbies that make you happy and calm. These habits help lower stress chemicals like cortisol, making it easier for the mind to focus and calm down again. Balance is another important part of health, as it helps you focus, stick with something, and eventually master it. By focusing on good diet, enough sleep, stress control, and general well-being, You can create a life of success, focus, and clarity. By taking care of your health as a practice, you live by Miyamoto Musashi's ideas and create a path to greatness that lasts and makes you happy.